Welcome to another episode of Searching for MacGuffin with your host, George.
Dan.
Gabe.
And Link.
It's that time of the year.
Right.
What time is it?
Super Bowl, baby.
Super Bowl
It already happened.
happened yesterday.
Did you miss the Super Bowl?
Quick, who won?
The
The
Dolphins.
Philadelphia
won?
Eagles
The Kansas City football team.
I think the Kansas City Chiefs
are gonna
were in
won.
the
They
game.
won.
Were in the game.
The Washington State football team.
They were in the game.
What are they, Commanders now?
The Commanders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Washington Commanders.
What a
baby.
horrible, fantastic name, I guess.
That means they get 2 skins in Fortnite now. No, guys.
I got that one.
It is just hours away from the 4th greatest holiday of this year.
Fourth?
I just guessed because I'm guessing like Christmas, New Year's, and then I put like a buffer one there in case.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. There you go.
Valentine's Day is better than July 4th.
Oh, I like July 4th better than Valentine's Day
No, not. That's a surprise coming from you, Link.
because I love America.
Memorial Day.
That's also a surprise coming from you, Link.
That I love America. How is
Yep.
that a surprise? I love America.
President's Day.
Some people would categorize you as a little bit of a socialist.
Labor Day.
Am I
Martin Luther
hard on
King
our?
Day?
Am I hard on
Martin
America
Luther
because I
King
know
Day.
the potential it has? Yes. Am I a socialist?
Also, yes.
I don't know.
No, you okay?
I don't see politics.
You don't see politics?
No.
You're politic blind?
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
Thank you. You know what else is beautiful? Love.
Oh, it is.
I love love. Call me a lover boy because I love love.
I don't think anyone's going to call you that.
Thank you, Loverboy.
Okay, maybe Dan's going to call you that.
You can call me lover boy.
So this week's topic is VD, right?
Yes, baby.
The other VD.
venereal diseases.
No, not that one.
Van Damme.
Van Damme.
Not that one either. You're thinking really hard about a third VD.
Do you know a third VD?
I don't know. Something about veterans.
Vandalay.
Oh,
Diesel?
that's what you're gonna.
Vin Diesel. Cut it.
Family.
Sell this episode
That's
to
over.
Quibi.
Quibi. That's it.
Quibi.
Wibby.
How many
I-
million do we get?
I need Brittany Granger back by Christmas.
Griner.
Grinder.
No,
Granger. I don't know her last name.
by Valentine's.
By
By
Valentine's
Valentine's Day.
Day.
We need her back by Valentine's Day. So
Is she here?
If she's already here, send her back to Russia. Let her come right before.
So it's that time of the year where we celebrate all things love and friendship. What does Valentine's mean to our eligible bachelors? Or I guess you all you technically still qualify as eligible
I
bachelors.
think it's just me and Link at this point.
No, but I mean, aren't you a bachelor still if you're unmarried? I think that's the official.
I guess that's how a lot of people see it. Huh?
Oh.
I know some people, even when you are married, still see it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But we're not here to talk about infidelity, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to talk about
Love.
love.
We're here to talk about fidelity.
Like investments.
Yeah. If you cover the $50 bond, we will give you as a gift for Valentine's Day $100. So you cover the brokerage fee, and we will invest the $100. And in 1 year, you'll have $5,000.
Mm.
That's how that works.
Yeah. We have an algorithm that can predict the winner of last night's Super Bowl.
Let's ask ChatGPT. Who won the Super Bowl last night?
It doesn't have information from 2023.
2023.
Yeah. So, what does Valentine's Day mean to you guys?
Pain. Darkness. Depression.
This is the part where it zooms into your face.
Get a guy to do that.
Yeah, we have to pay a guy to do that.
We shouldn't get a guy.
Okay, good.
We had a guy, right?
I mean, barely.
I don't know if it counts.
So, why do you say pain, darkness, depression? Is that real? Is that a real response?
Those are real responses because that's what I experienced in
Why?
Valentine's Day. First time my heart was broken was on Valentine's Day. It was fourth
Is that
grade.
true?
Yeah, it was fourth grade. This girl in my class had a crush on her. Gabriel knows who. The one that got away.
Since the fourth grade, the one that got. How many ones have gotten away?
I'm not even gonna lie.
Just one.
Really?
I'm not even gonna lie. I had a crush on her too.
There you go. She got away from both of us.
I want to state for the
I was
record.
never, I was
did
never in
not.
the running.
Okay.
But
So yeah,
It
I
made it.
remember. I remember it was actually very painful because the day before we're in the playground, right? We're on the monkey bars, and it's her, me, and two other guys, and she goes,
Well, I'm sorry.
"Yeah, in the monkey bars."
Oh, was that a euphemism?
No, not. It's a little like
on the
Okay.
playground.
on the playground. Yeah,
I'm not hip to the lingo.
I was 8 years old, right? And she goes, "Tomorrow, I'm gonna tell you which one of you guys I like."
What?
And I was like, "Bam, let's go! It's me because I'm better friends with you. I know you better than these two other kids,
Okay.
right?" Also, 8-year-old me, totes adorbs.
I mean,
The next day,
how old
I
are
would-
you now?
That's
Whatever age you are now is also totes adorbs.
right? Next day, right? I'm excited. It's gonna be the best day of my life, right? I'm gonna find love. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna find the love of my life.
gonna get married
I'm
at
gonna get
8?
married to
Yeah,
this
yeah.
person in 10 years, right? Actually 9, because you could get married at 17 if you have permission from your parents.
At 19?
At 17.
Oh, at 17.
17.
So I was ready to marry this
Oh.
person
In the state of Florida,
in the state of Florida.
which where we are.
Which, yeah. Guess what happens? She didn't choose me. She chose this other guy. And that's when I first felt the heartbreak. And I remember I spent the rest of the day, because it was a Friday, so we celebrated Valentine's Day. I spent the rest of the day in school under my desk.
Umbrella.
And it was
Oh, that was a great halftime show last
and
night.
it was the
You were on it, man.
Although it was a little controversial that moment. We won't talk about
we don't
it.
talk about
Yeah.
when
No,
Yeah.
continue with your Valentine's Day.
So yeah,
story.
so that was the first time I experienced heartbreak. And it kind of, ever since then, I've just been scared of rejection and heartbreak, and I don't even put myself out there because I don't want to experience that ever again.
That sounds like healthy behavior.
It is single and ready to mingle until I get heartbroken.
Okay. All
Cool.
right. I wanted to, a little side quest before the rest of the hosts share their story. He mentioned being 7 years old. What did you guys
8.
try to? Okay. He mentioned being 8 years old. That's not yes and. He mentioned being around 8 years old. Or when you were that age, around that age, what did you guys try to do to like kind of get a girl's attention? Did anybody go through that stage where you didn't want a girl's attention?
Have I was one of the girls.
Yeah, right. I always wanted to. You know that like cooties,
Yeah.
that cooties face. Does anyone actually go through that? I never understood that.
Only when I didn't like the
No.
person.
I think I just yeah, because I guess you like bother them, and you do stuff that little kids do
Toxic masculinity.
at such a early young age.
Yeah.
You learn young.
Mm.
What was your question?
What would you do to get their attention?
Oh, it's just funny. That's all. I used humor. That's all I have.
Now I'm trying to think. Blast from the past.
Well, I think I'll give you my example because it triggered when Link told his story about passing out the Valentine's Day cards to the class. Like I would always buy a box of Valentine's Day cards, for everyone for the class. So everyone in the class got one, guys and girls alike.
Mm-hmm.
But I would keep the really like what I thought were the real intimate ones
Mm.
for the girls. Like the best card, I would get it for the girl I liked.
The best score?
No, not the best card. Yeah, I would get Mandalorian armor. Can you believe that they wouldn't go out with me? No. The best card, I would get it for her. But obviously, there's not just one of the best card. So then I would play the field and just give the rest of the girls that were like, tertiary levels around it. Right? So secondary and tertiary levels would all get the same best
Interesting.
card.
Mm.
Yeah. And then all the guys would always get the neutral cards, It would just be like, you're my friend. You're my best friend. You're good.
See you next
You're
fall.
a good guy.
Have a great
Hags.
summer. See you
Hags.
next fall.
Hags.
And then the other ones, and then like the best card would always be like, you have you have my heart. Like, here's the key to my heart.
This is the way.
Yeah, I remember this because this was a set of Zelda themed Valentines. It's like, you're the key to my heart. So it's like
That's
an
cool.
8-bit Link with the key over his head.
That's romantic.
Yeah, and then like the
And
Link
she-
heart.
And she didn't marry you?
No, she didn't. I don't think they got the hint because looking back as an adult, this is kind of a stupid strategy. Like, everybody's getting a Valentine's Day card. I don't think they're thinking about the messages as deeply as I was when I was choosing who gets what.
Yeah, you're a smart little kid.
Yeah.
I would just run around teasing them.
I would also like sneak in like gifts, like anonymous gifts, and then if they liked it, then I would find a way for them to find out that it was from me. And then if they didn't like the gifts, I would just make fun of whoever sent them the gift. I'd be like,
You were playing chess.
so lame. Oh my goodness.
What a loser.
Yeah. Who's gave you that?
Who gave you that Triforce key art?
So that's what Link's memory unlocks for me. What about you, Gabe?
I would just run around teasing girls, and I think there was a point where I was like, I don't know, I was young. I was what, 5th grade, 6th grade,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I was pretty chubby, and I just had long hair, but it was like
a helmet.
I got likened to, like, I had an ID picture taken at that point, and it was I looked like Dora the Explorer
I think you
as a little kid.
not
Yeah.
Diego.
Not Diego.
Diego.
Not Diego.
I'm not Diego. Expletive.
One day that story will make. Did we talk about that before?
No, we've never.
One day
talked
that story will make the rounds.
about it.
No, yeah. So I think
Put a pin in it. Put it on the board.
yeah.
Right there.
I think it wasn't until like puberty that I was like, oh, okay, this is a thing. I don't know. I just started focusing on, like, at that age, like when I was maybe 4th grade. That's when I kind of started playing soccer, and that just was all I wanted to do at that point.
Football is life.
Football is life.
Football is life.
What about you,
He
Dan?
disappeared. Oh, he came back.
Hey, he's back. What?
I can't remember anything before the age of 18, so I don't know.
Okay.
It was the accident.
To protect.
Sir,
Yeah, everything is just
It was the accident.
sir, I met you when you were 17, apparently.
No, you
I
thought
don't
he was
remember.
21.
Yeah.
You thought he was in high school.
I
21.
found out that
You met him when he was 17.
I found out that Danny.
How old were you?
He doesn't know.
I don't even know because I thought Danny's been 21 this whole time.
Yeah. We're gonna celebrate his 21st birthday. And like,
No, I
Link
thought
was
he-
like, wait, you were not already 21st? 21st. You're not already 21st?
I thought I met him. He was 21, and now he's like 25. I didn't know you were that young.
He was in high school,
Surprise!
Wait, did you have a beard in high school?
Yes.
Man.
Yeah, no, you were a grown man.
Yeah, Dan looked almost exactly
Dan
the same.
Dan has looked older than me for
Dan
a
looked
good part
exactly
of my life.
the same, but wearing a hoodie constantly. That's it.
Oh,
That's what it
one of these days I'll give Liani
Yeah,
that
you can
that
bring
picture
that
from
picture
back in the day. Man, have you guys seen? Yeah, you guys have seen it.
I think so.
Which one?
The one with Danny like in a hat and
Who
he's
needs
just,
a
like
terrorist?
posing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Once I got my beard.
No, that's not.
I'm just kidding.
You talking about the little kid one, right?
Yeah.
We'll post that one.
I just like to throw that one out there. Take a
Wait,
run.
I'm sorry. What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. So,
As a what?
what do you
Oh,
think?
that one. No, wait, no.
I still don't know what picture we're talking
Now we
about.
need
I just wanted to
context.
feel included.
We're just gonna put a slide, like a slideshow. Of
Nah,
all
if
these
you
pictures.
the one
Tell Leon to do it for his birthday.
with my the paintball
Paintball
gun.
gun?
Yeah,
Uh.
bro, he straight up looked like up to no good.
Yeah.
He looked like a Call of Duty character,
I remember I went to Danny's.
and not the good guys.
I remember I went to Danny's parents' house one day,
Mm-hmm.
and they had his. They had a picture of him, of his like the senior picture,
Why are we airing me out?
and I don't know why I thought that was Seth Rogen.
Because we're on the air.
I'm like, what is this Cuban Seth Rogen doing here?
Cuban says Rogan would be an upgrade. What are some ways that love is depicted in film or TV or any of the media that we consume? What are some like epic depictions?
Oh, okay, that's better.
Oh, there you go. That was much
Yeah, and I
better.
gotta workshop it. Somebody wasn't here for the planning. Anyways,
That's true.
I think that
I have to accept
I think
everything.
one of the most romantic love stories in the whole world is between Aragorn and Arwen in Lord of the Rings. She gave up her immortality to be with Aragorn. You find a woman that will give up her immortality to be with you.
Yeah, I think you just broke the exercise now. I don't
And he was curving.
And
He was curving out here.
What is
you
that
had
mean?
options, boy.
He was staying true.
Oh, please explain curving for the 40-somethings in the audience.
He was dodging other women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's like Wanted, like the film Wanted.
Yeah. He was,
But he would do it respectfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not-
Oh,
not
I'm sorry.
mean.
Why curving can be mean?
I mean, sometimes you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
flat
is
out
it
just being
jerk
like
about it, yeah.
no, like
yeah,
Yeah.
rejection in
Reject-
a rude way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's a rude way? Like, what do you guys
Reject
consider
someone?
rude? Yeah.
Telling a group of guy friends that tomorrow you're gonna tell them who you like, and then
There's trauma there.
That was really like a horrific exercise. Like, who does she think she is?
Do you still talk to the person that she chose?
no, I don't even know what happened to him.
Mm.
He was gone after 5th grade. But
And
you know,
then-
but
and
you
then-
know who? Out
Who
of
was
the,
still there?
but you know how the 3 guys still remains her friend? Me.
I heard there was a chance there though.
Yeah, there was.
So the one that got away, or the one that we let get away.
You know what?
The one
I gave my Valentine's Day card to another girl.
you have the key to my heart
Yeah.
link over your head. Okay, so Link says, Aragorn. Aragorn is that his name? No, that's the name of that dragon movie.
Aragon is a dragon.
Aragon is a dragon movie.
Yeah, Aragorn is.
Aragorn.
Oh, okay. Well, I had that.
Aragorn.
backwards.
He's the heir of Isildur.
So Aragorn and
Arwen.
Arwen.
Mm.
Okay, it's beautiful. What else? Anyone else?
Is this like romantic love?
Yeah, I think romantic love. Well, I mean, okay. I mean, you interpret the prompt as I always tell my students, you interpret the prompt as you will. I mean, I didn't.
Is Han and Leia toxic? Like I feel like sometimes they were toxic.
Nah, not if you read the books.
No, because it's like enemies turn into lovers, fighters turning into lovers.
It's the best trope.
And that's your
Enemies
favorite
to
trope,
lovers.
which
Yeah.
is my least favorite trope. But yeah,
I relate to Han and Leia a lot, but only in the original trilogy. They're toxic if you include the sequels, I think.
They're toxic if you include the sequels.
Yeah.
aren't they divorced in the sequels?
Yeah, that's why they're divorced and how it happened is what's toxic, because it was
They're
like,
divorced? Or they're just like separated?
Well, they're separated, I guess.
Is there even divorce in space?
Is marriage and like,
Yeah.
a thing in Star Wars?
Exactly.
Well, we saw-
That's
You know?
true. Do we know it? Well, I mean, I guess like on Coruscant, it is, right?
Coruscant.
Very true.
Yeah. So,
But it's fair game on other planets.
I mean, do they even like if you're part of the rebellion, like where do you even like apply for a license?
You go to this guy right here.
baby?
Oh, you think you have like a Jedi do the ceremony?
I mean, Universal Life Church,
That'd be
baby.
pretty sick.
Oh, Luke probably did it, right? It's like the only one around. Yeah, Luke totally married Leia. Oh wait, that came out wrong. That
Right, it was right after he kissed her.
No, that was part of the ceremony. They're like just one last time. You know what? That's my vote. Luke and Leia. That's the best depiction.
Dude, I'll
of love.
never.
That's what-
Honestly, actually, quick little anecdote.
Mhm.
There was a girl I was dating at the time. This was when I was in college, and like everybody knew I was into Star Wars. Like that was just one of the things I was extremely into. And so, my girlfriend at the time, she wanted to do something sweet for me. Like she never really watched the movies.
Which was the first. I'm sure she's a wonderful person. I
Mhm,
never met her,
mhm,
but
mhm,
that was
mhm.
the first red flag.
And I think actually we should talk about that
Okay.
later, maybe. She had never seen the movie, so she wasn't like, she didn't really know everything. She knew that my favorite character was Luke Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think she went on Etsy and basically it was like a picture frame, and in the picture frame were these like Lego Star Wars characters. And on the Lego Star Wars characters, it had Luke, like Return of the Jedi Luke, my favorite. And then it had Leia next to each other. And then on the like below it had the caption, "I love you. I know." And then it's like under is like the Lego green lightsaber. And I remember when she gave it to me, I think it was for my birthday or an anniversary or something.
How did you even keep it together?
I literally looked at it.
I remember.
I
remember when he showed.
I
me.
cracked like a smirk because I didn't want to laugh out loud. I cracked like a smirk, and I'm like, "Thank you. This is so kind of you." She's like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "They're siblings.
So you told her right there and
Yeah,
there?
yeah.
Ooh.
And then she was like, "How was I supposed to?" And like, I'm like,
It was even funnier.
It was a moment. And then what I did to make it better was I printed out.
This is how I saw it for the first time.
I printed out a picture of like the Lego Han to like, you know, how it would be like life size Lego,
Uh-huh.
and I cut the head off. And or did I do the whole body?
No, you did the whole
The
body.
whole body, right?
It was just like a cutout over.
I literally cut the body of Han, and I just stuck it. I put glue on it, and I stuck it. Oh, and I placed it over Luke, and then I had it like Han and Leia, and then it had that. But it's like I literally like pasted over my favorite character just to make it accurate.
Yeah.
Now, the crazy part to me in this whole story isn't that she, this accident. That's not the crazy part. The crazy part is that there is someone on Etsy selling the wrong stuff.
I think.
You know what? That's true.
I mean, I thought about that too, but I also think
It-
I think that you could
The
probably
incest
choose.
agenda in popular culture. We've talked about
Star
this.
Wars started
Link
it.
has talked about it.
Star
in
Wars
long
started
detail.
it. That's actually true.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Oh, back to like.
Now you're trying to explain why this
Why
would be
this
sold on
person-
Etsy.
yeah.
Oh, I think it's I think you could choose the characters that they put on it.
Oh, so it's
And this person was
That was my rationalization.
wait, and this person was like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
totally fine."
She's getting paid for it.
hey, money's money.
She was like,
I don't know what
this
these
is probably one of these.
siblings-
This is
I-
probably one of these incest nerds, like
Yeah.
these friggin' weirdos. Whatever. Yeah, that was my rationale. I was like, there has to be like. I think I asked her. I don't remember the explanation she gave me, but I'm pretty sure you could choose like what characters you wanted on there.
Now, I wish I were that person that sold the thing to her because I'd be making so much fun of this person.
She eventually did watch them, and she freaked out which is what I was gonna get back to. Is like, I realized that even though the person hadn't seen it, I hadn't watched something that's very near and dear. I think it also opens an opportunity to show that to that person and share that with that person and see how they like it. There was another time that I was dating somebody, and then not the same person, and I remember they were like bawling their eyes out during the Rise of Skywalker, and I'm just like, for those of you who know me, I hate that movie.
I think you might have mentioned it once or twice.
I hate
One
that
day
movie.
we'll go into deeper
A whole
detail.
episode about it.
Every time.
But I mean, there was like, I will say, like, her, like, we watched all the movies together, and like we watched the sequels. I will say that experience, like watching with her, even though I don't like the movie, I will say that it made my experience better in a way, just because I could see like, someone else is enjoying it. And it's like, you don't have to like all of Star Wars, like, or, the right bits of Star Wars or what I like. Everyone has their, like, your mileage may vary for everything, but at the end of the day, I think it's all Star Wars.
Was that the first time you saw it? Rise of Skywalker with her? Was she crying?
No, not the first time. No.
Oh, okay.
I had seen it. That was like my third time.
Okay, so you weren't deluding yourself and believing it was good.
How do you feel when
The first, no, we'll go into that.
Yeah. But I'm saying not because of the crying.
No,
how
yeah.
do you feel when you saw her crying?
I was like,
Is it the same vibes you had when your ex gave you the wrong?
The brother and sister.
no,
sister
it was a nice moment. It was a nice moment.
Which moment was funnier?
What made her?
Obviously, the other one was
Yeah,
funnier.
what made her cry? What could she possibly like?
I think it was Kylo and Rey, and like them kissing, and then like he dies, and I was just like, okay.
It's a wonder that I'm married, because my toxic trait is I would have broken up with both of those girls immediately.
Really,
You found the right one.
you did.
Well, actually, yeah, because I maybe I share the story now because we've gone over a year, on this show. But I'll just really quick, that I went on a date to go watch Mean Girls. Like, I got dragged to Mean Girls, and then I loved it, and the person I saw it with did not enjoy it that much. So then I took out who would be my wife to watch Mean Girls, and she loved it, and I knew. It was Mean Girls. That's what did it in for me.
Tina Fey, once again.
So thank you, Mean Girls.
Oh,
You
there's
saved my life.
depictions of love.
Not Mean Girls, I don't think.
How does the Notebook end?
The Notebook? Is that
Yeah.
what you said? It's like they
They end up
spoilers.
together, but like
They
they
die when they're
forget,
old.
or one of them has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, one of them has Alzheimer's,
Mm.
and then like
I've never seen The Notebook.
Me
it's
neither.
It's not half bad. It's not like this runaway like amazing thing that it
Like
at the
everyone-
time it was like a huge
Mm.
almost. It started that whole like Nicholas Sparks
Yeah.
run, but it was almost like a phenomenon. But it's actually pretty solid. I mean, Ryan
I
Gosling.
feel like Nolan does, in certain instances, I think he does love pretty well. I mean, I
Christopher
just
Nolan.
enjoy Christopher Nolan's movies. But like in Inception,
Mm-hmm.
how he has to, process and deal with, losing the person that he loves,
Yeah.
and how like he has the ability to like, see her, but it's not really her.
Mm-hmm.
And that whole process of him like having to, get over that. I
The
think is,
haunting.
yeah, I think is really cool. Or even in Interstellar,
Does that girl haunt you, Link? Do you sometimes in your dreams?
No, not anymore.
Oh, okay, good.
not anymore.
So there was a moment when you were like spinning dreidels or whatever.
Yeah.
Not a dreidel. What is the top?
A top?
Yeah.
Um,
Jewish Inception.
Jewception. Interstellar with Cooper and his daughter, and him, like
Mhm.
traveling through space, trying to get back to.
You're really on a Nolan trip like this season, no?
What was the other one? Tenet.
Tenet, yeah. Like
He's just so good, man.
you just call back these films.
Yeah.
Don't talk to Dan about
He's
it.
just so good.
What about in Dunkirk?
It's not. I didn't say it was bad.
The way that the British soldiers love England in Dunkirk.
Yeah, Cillian Murphy saving all his people and loving all his countrymen.
Mm.
I mean, no, he was a coward. He wanted to run away.
Wow, you really misread.
No, what was his
Dunkirk.
name? What's the
Tom
actor's
Hardy?
name?
Tom
No,
Hardy.
the older
Kenneth
gentleman.
Branagh.
The older gentleman.
Oh, there's another. The guy from
Harry
Bridge of
Styles.
Spies.
Yes.
Yes, that guy.
What's his name?
Harry Styles.
He's oh no, he's not nominated this year. I don't remember, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a well too deep to dig. What about you, Dan? What's your epic couples, epic
I
love
said Han and
stories?
Leia.
Han and Leia. Oh, okay, Han and Leia. That's fair. Well, I said Luke and
I
Leia,
can't really think.
so it's funny.
Yeah.
Well, think of who people dress up as.
No, but-
like couple ideas for Halloween.
Well, actually, but let me go back to Luke and Leia real quick because I do think that they're like brotherly sister love stories. Like it's really sweet. In fact, that's probably one of the best parts of Rise of Skywalker. Is like that
Yeah, that connection they have.
yeah.
And it's so sad we never get to see them together.
Last Jedi was really good too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can also. We could segue into how Valentine's Day kind of transcends just romantic love. It can
Yeah.
also be family love, friends.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
yeah. What do you guys typically do for Valentine's Day?
Nothing.
We try to go out like the 13th or the 15th.
Depends if I'm dating someone at the time.
Yeah.
So what do you do when you're not dating someone?
Work out.
Do on the 14th?
Last Valentine's Day, I was
Yeah.
working out.
Oh,
This
okay.
Valentine's Day,
Last Valentine's Day.
Well, what plans do you have? That
I don't.
she won't be able to know by the time this episode.
What was last Valentine's Day? Did we do something?
Nice
we-
little picnic. Nice
Picnic.
little-
Oh yeah, Danny, you're not single anymore.
Oh,
That's right.
Oh,
That's why he puts on a shirt now when we start recording.
Congratulations.
oh, Danny.
Thank you. Thank you.
We were supposed to out
I
that,
got
by
a
the
full
way.
day planned, but
Yeah.
But you're not gonna tell us?
no.
Is it really a picnic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's good. That's good enough. That's a nice little insight into. There's a picnic.
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us. The fans want to know, Danny.
I don't like talking about my personal life.
That's right. We don't.
But there's a picnic involved.
Nah, that's good enough. It's good enough. That fine line that we start a podcast and then don't want to talk about our personal lives.
I told everyone you have a Seth Rogen picture. Your parents have a Seth Rogen picture of you.
That's different.
The way you described it there, where they have a Seth Rogen picture, is like not clear in what.
Because I don't know if it's Danny or young Seth Rogen.
What are some frustrating media couples? Like couples that like couldn't get their stuff together.
Has anyone seen the show Love on Netflix
No.
I
No.
have.
with Jillian Jacobs and
Yeah. And Paul something.
that
Verhoeven?
is frustrating.
That's
yeah.
not it.
that
Paul
look-
Rust.
Rust. There you go, Paul Rust. Yeah.
Paul Rust.
That is
That guy should change his name. I'm sorry.
incredibly frustrating.
It was.
Oh,
They were
I
on
was
and-
working
on
and then I
off.
watched Oscar movies. That's what I did.
That
We were doing the
was-
list.
They were on and off.
So that was
a
it.
really annoying one.
That was a really annoying one. I dislike love stories that are about breaking up. Like
La La Land.
yeah, like La La Land. The ending of that movie. Everyone loved that movie, and I think that movie's amazing. But like, I did not want to watch it again.
It It wrecked me. I think that movie's fantastic,
Ooh.
but at the same time, it's like it's done one of the worst things to me that I've ever like experienced in a movie theater. Or like, actually, I didn't even watch a movie there. I watched it at home.
Make you want to dance, Jack.
I watched it at home with
Make
It
you
made-
wanna tap
was that
dance.
it? Was
Tap
that
dance?
make you tap dance? Was
Right.
that what it was?
what?
That's
Take
one
a
of the
tap
worst things
dancing
that ever.
class?
Yes,
That's what it was.
and
And what else?
and
It made you
it made me sad
okay.
because it's like, I mean, spoilers if you haven't seen it, but
Shame on you.
no, actually,
What? There's
you're
lots of-
saving yourself from like emotional terrorism, like
no,
a Pixar movie.
No, you should watch it. It's a great movie.
It is a
I
great.
just
It is a
watched
great
with
movie.
Link.
Oh yeah, we watched it
over
together.
Christmas.
Were you
Christmas.
sad, Danny, when you finished it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
that's
how could you not
that's
be?
just draining. It's just the fact that they show you like
yeah.
the possibilities, but I think it's also really
That's what I
interesting
love
how
about it.
I think it's interesting because I think in relationships you kind of go through that. Like if it doesn't work out, you kind of like
Wonder.
like your mind goes to like what could have been,
Yeah.
and then like you come back to reality and it's like, and like at the time, like it sucks. Like if you broke up and it's not like a good break. I don't know what is a good breakup, but
Mutual
What-
breakup.
yeah, I mean you both go your separate ways, but I mean you still have emotions for that, unless it wasn't like a very deep or
I
meaningful
mean,
relationship.
Sometimes you just plateau and you both would come at the same time.
But you don't think it's
You both what?
you both.
You both come to the same conclusion at the same
Still
time.
not.
I didn't know that was a bad thing.
Yeah, that isn't a bad thing.
Sometimes the relationship just climaxes. Okay. Sometimes the end.
Sometimes you just
Automatic.
come in on a rancor.
Okay.
And-
All right.
Um,
Sometimes you both make the realization at the same time.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't think that like, I don't know, everyone's different.
It
but-
depends how much time you invested in it.
Yeah,
If
I
it's
guess
like
that's
6
true.
years, then but if you're like 8 months,
I guess that's true. But yeah, so I thought that was super interesting how, they depicted that like on screen, and
Mhm.
they really show you, they really go in depth, going through the whole story, of
Yeah.
their lives,
mm-hmm.
and then just rip it away from you. I actually did
It's
my
kind
film,
of awesome.
my
I-
film
I
project.
really enjoy
my
that they
film
did
project.
that.
I really hate that they did that.
No, I
Actually,
like that.
Is that weird? Is that I know
You hate it like from a emotional perspective, or you
I
hate it from like a film, like a plot, like a story perspective?
I think it idealizes it, and you said it brings you back to reality, but I don't think he's ever brought back to reality. I think he's gonna forever idealize that relationship, and I think it's so unfair to her husband who has a child with her and who is supportive in
when
the
you put it that way.
yeah
Wait,
and-
keep going.
in the brief little moments that we see of him, he listens to her, follows her, like supports her. They have a family, and like she is fully realized. Like she found what she was looking for, and he got what he wanted, what he was willing to sacrifice their relationship for, and he's going to continue to idealize the one who got away. Like he named the club after what she wanted the club to be named, like her suggestion. And it's almost like he's still carrying this torch for the life that he could have chosen. So at the end of the day, he threw the relationship away. I mean, they both threw the relationship away, but she moved on. She made her peace with it. She actually moved on, and she seems very happy. But we, the audience, don't care about that new family that she's formed because we went through this story with them, and it's almost like we're meant to follow him in this illusion. What I would say is it may be even a delusion of what their life would have been like. But let's be real. Like their life probably wasn't going to be like that. And I don't think they were the right people for each other. And to continue to reflect on that and like ponder on it and idealize their relationship, I don't think it's good for him. And I don't think it's good for us, the audience, because it's hard for us to let go.
Nah, I liked it. It was good for me.
Yeah, but I think I think it's an honest depiction of what actually happens. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think it's real. I think it's honest for like people that go through that.
We all do that.
It's-
I do that.
A lot of people do that. It's not
Yeah, that's-
everyone,
That's
obviously,
true. Like the girl that got
but it's
away.
like not everyone's gonna like have like a
Did they make
a healthy way to rationalize. Yeah, did they make this?
Did
yeah,
they make the right
yeah.
choice? What do you guys think? Did they make the right choice?
Yeah, they made the right choice.
You
Because
think so? I don't think that's why I don't like. That's what I don't like it. I don't think they made the right choice.
You
I
to
mean,
to
they
break
made a
up.
choice.
They made a choice. I agree.
They
But
made
the
a-
movie-
no, I
don't think there was.
I-
a right
But the
choice.
movie-
It's
I
not
think-
necessarily the right choice. You make your choice,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah,
live with
there's no-
it.
And
You
that's
live
what
with
the-
the
yeah,
decisions.
that's
I
what
think
the
there.
movie's
I think,
about.
and maybe I'm a romantic. Maybe I'm a romantic, but I think there is a right choice. I think that they could have made their careers work and stayed together.
They chose their passions over love.
They chose their passions over love, and that's sad. That's
But-
sad
but,
to me.
But then at the same time, if it's sad to you, it's like you're doing the kind of the same thing that you're mad about this guy doing, like holding on to that. Like just because he doesn't end up with that person doesn't mean like the rest of his life he's not gonna move on and find another like the love of his
It
like.
seems like it at the end of the movie. It really
You
seems like
never
it.
know. Learn to let go.
No,
He's a handsome guy.
I don't know. I don't.
The narrative ends with that like forlorn look upon his face, and again, even the fact that the club it's almost her club rather than his club in the sense of what they were talking earlier in the film, like what it should be called, and the thing he had this like purist artistic vision that he would not like, that he was inflexible about, and in the end he gives into kind of like what her vision of his career would have been. And I don't know, it's just he's very frustrating for me too, because they do this in movies like this. I don't know if you guys have seen Begin Again with the Maroon 5 guy.
No.
No, okay. Anyways, they do this in movies where like they create like, awesome music, and then the lead tells me that like it's selling out, and it was like he was doing really good in his career, and she was just kind of trying to help him. I don't know. It was just there's a lot.
Oh,
to
is it the
unpack.
one with Keira Knightley
Yeah,
and Mark Ruffalo?
that's correct.
Oh, I thought you meant like Adam Levine was
Yeah.
in the movie.
Oh
Is it-
yeah, I also
Like he was the
thought-
lead.
Yeah.
No,
that's what I
Adam
thought.
Levine
yeah.
is in the movie.
I mean, yeah, I haven't seen it, but
he's the love
I've
interest.
seen, I guess, enough.
Oh,
clips
it's
of it.
excellent. I would recommend that.
Yeah.
I'll throw it in our Valentine's
It's on Netflix
recommendation.
right now. I just
Awesome. I
I
really
watched
love
The
that.
Founder instead.
The Founder's great. I really love that movie, and I love the soundtrack. Okay, so you know what? That's my frustrating media couple. The couple from was that yours already?
Sorry, excuse me. What?
Who said the La La Land couple?
No,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think we just talked
ended up
about
there?
movies.
You
I'm,
did.
I'm claiming that one. That's my frustrating couple. You brought it up, and that's my frustrating couple. The
Your
La La Land
frustrating couple.
couple. Yeah, the couple that couldn't get it together.
I think for me it's Nick Miller and Jessica Day and New Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Got to know it of those two for a while. My least
They
favorite
aren't.
relationship in that.
They're so
In that
frustrating.
I
show.
feel like
I love Nick.
shows do that often. Though.
They're
I-
so
They
frustrating.
do. I love Nick Miller. But him and Jessica Day, ugh.
That show almost convinced me that they shouldn't be together.
Yeah.
'cause
I was like, you know what? Megan Fox, I'm good with these two.
Oh,
that was going a bit too far, but
what was that? 500 Days of Summer too.
yes, 500.
That was
Days of Summer.
depicted.
Mm.
I watched that movie too young
Yeah, I like that one because it ends
What's
hopeful.
because it was what
What's the-
hopeful.
Hopeful, yeah. There's another season after.
Yeah, it's Autumn.
What's the name of the movie with Jim Carrey? The Spotless Mind.
Eternal,
Eternal
Sunshine,
Sunshine
of the
of the
Spotless
Spotless
Mind.
Mind. Oh, that's a
That
great
movie's
film.
beautiful.
Mm.
That's a rough one.
Haven't seen that movie in a while.
See, that one's beautiful, man. Because it's like you're gonna continue. You always be drawn back to that person. Maybe I am. I'm just a hopeless romantic. You're just drawn back to that person no matter what.
It's a good thing you married the love of your life, huh?
It is. It is. So, choose the one you love. Love the one you choose.
Deep.
It's deep.
Anyone else frustrating media couples?
J-Lo and Ben.
Oh, that's real life, or
we're
in the
not doing
movie. In the movie Geely,
Is it Gilly? Weren't they in another movie together?
Jersey
I
Girl.
thought it's,
Jersey
I
Girl.
think it's pronounced Gilly.
I don't think it
Geely.
is. I don't think
Gimli. It's pronounced Gimli.
Gimli.
There's so much, man. This is just like love is such like a pivotal point in like so many plot lines, even when like the story isn't going that way, but it's
Yeah.
always like not
It has
always,
to
but
be included.
it has to be
Almost
Yeah,
some
it's
way,
always a
Yeah.
part of
in some way,
I mean,
whether it's like
somehow.
physical or emotional or just some type. It's just like love is just a powerful, tool in storytelling.
as it is in real life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I guess that's why we relate to it so much and why it's like you kind of have to include it. That's what
Yeah, you have to include
Completes the
it
story.
Was Daredevil and Karen Page as frustrating as I remember it?
Like on the show.
Yeah,
Um,
like him and Karen.
I don't know. I just don't really even see him and Karen on the show. Because it's him and so many other people.
Him and
That's
Electra.
true.
It's
I'm
him
team
and
Electra.
the night
him
nurse.
Him and the night nurse.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
team
true.
I'm team Electra.
I'm Team Electra too.
I'm always Team Electra.
I always want those two crazy kids to figure it out.
Even in Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what?
I
She's like
actually-
the only choice in Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
I wanted them to end up together forever.
They were almost there.
Almost.
Ben had to cheat on her
Okay.
with the maid
Okay.
or the nanny,
I'm
whichever.
sure he feels terrible about it,
And then just gets with Anna de Armas.
and gets that sweet
Mm.
dragon tattoo.
And then back to jail. Whatever. Yeah.
He never
Frustrating. Normal People on Hulu. That was
I read
that's
the book.
that really?
Yeah.
Was it did
Good?
it destroy you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Liani had recommended the show for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. And then I finally I put myself to watch it. Holy crap. It was a very good show, but man, it's like I don't want to ruin it. I don't know if you'll watch it, but
No, watch it. I like it.
That's a good watch.
I like her.
strong
Who's her?
strong stuff. Strong
Edgar
Things?
A.G. Jones.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
Daisy Edgar Jones.
And what's Paul Mescal? That guy's a phenomenal actor. I watched him in After Sun.
yeah. I gotta
Even
watch it.
that story. I mean, you'll watch it, so I won't.
You recommend
but-
it? You think people should go out of their way to watch it? Heading into the Oscar season?
My friend asked me about this. He was like, I want to watch more Oscar movies, like nominated movies, and I'm like, okay. And he asked me about After Sun. I'm like, it's a really, I think it's very well made. I think it's very good. I think it, just elicits an emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, that emotion was, I think it was way too strong, and I wasn't
Heavy?
expecting it. It was way too heavy at the moment, and it kind of it sent me spiraling for like 2 days. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's powerful.
But it's just like personal things that you go through. But
Yeah.
but it's like it can happen to anybody. But I think anybody that watches, I think the message will be conveyed and that was something that I felt
Like
was
it was
special.
super close to home, or it was just like you had that situation. I could relate it to a different situation.
A different situation, because it's the story's about a father and a daughter for his birthday. They go on a holiday vacation, and he has to deal with certain issues. Like he's a young father, and his daughter's very smart and things like that, and he has to navigate between his own issues and being a father. And I'm not a dad, so it's like that on that aspect I couldn't really relate to it, but I related to other aspects of he's a relatively young guy, and I'm not too far from how old he is in the movie. I'm not too far from him in age, and just certain aspects. And I'm sure we'll get to it for the Oscars.
And it spiraled. It took you down.
Yeah,
It did what La La Land.
Yeah,
did
I want you to. I just want you
Yeah,
guys.
did what La La Land
I want
did.
you guys to watch I want you to watch it first, and then so we can talk about it.
All right, sounds cool.
But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, Paul Mescal and Daisy Edgar Jones and Normal People, great show on Hulu. Just be in a good mindset to watch it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so much TV and movies that I have to be in a good mindset to watch nowadays. It was like everybody wants to be real. I kind of like the escape sometimes, but
Yeah.
couples goals. Any couples out there that you would like to emulate or that you admire?
You and your wife.
Oh, thank you. I think Link meant the media wise, but
I don't.
Hey, you're on the show.
I haven't prepped.
Media.
I haven't prepped.
Media.
I have no idea what's on the schedule or
That's
what we're
fair.
talking about. So I'm here. So media wise, couple goals.
yeah, I'm tempted to be like, tell me why we what, but yeah, go ahead, media wise.
You go first. I gotta think now.
Link's question doesn't have an answer right away.
Don't have an answer right away, man.
You really pushed for it to be on the agenda.
I mean, it's kind of similar, the couple goals that you
Yeah, 'cause
like. So he Aragorn and Eowyn.
Yeah,
Not Eowyn.
exactly,
Whoa.
yeah, I wasn't sure. Yeah, when he
Arwen.
said that, as the epic love story, I was like, oh man, is that his couple's goals? 'Cause-
No.
no, you don't want to give up your eternity.
That's too epic for
Actually,
me.
that's true. You probably don't want to give your eternal life up.
That's
for-
too epic for
anybody.
me.
Yeah.
What
Well,
are stories where people would like? Well, go ahead.
Oh, well, while you think about that, actually, my wife asked me today. She was like, would you kill yourself for me? And I was like,
that's a heavy question.
yeah, and I was like, no. And she was like, why not? And I'm like, what, under what situation would I have to do that? She's like, okay, so if it was like, oh, you have to jump or they're gonna shoot me.
Jump where?
Like you jump off
a
out
cliff or
of
something?
You have to
cliff.
jump.
Yeah. It's like you have to give up your life to save my life. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And she was like genuinely disappointed. And I was like, I was taught that you never sacrifice your life for another person who's being threatened because you have no guarantee that that person's gonna be saved. Like,
So you,
yeah, go ahead.
so you like wouldn't jump in front of your wife, like in front of a bullet or something?
Yes, because that would save her.
Oh,
You
okay.
understand?
Okay,
But it's like
okay, so-
in this scenario, she's like, "Oh, someone
But
has
would
me
it-
at gunpoint," and she's like, and they're like, "Kill yourself."
But would it? But
and
it's
and then
like,
I'll let her go.
but it's the killing yourself part that you're like
Yeah.
hesitant about, because it could just be like, you know, someone shoots at her, you get in front of it, and then
yeah, I think I'd take a bullet for her. But it was like when you know in movies when they have like a kid or like the love interest at gunpoint, they're like, "Put your gun down,"
Like
and then the
Spider-Man?
hero puts the gun down. Right? I remember
let's
just
stop talking about guns. Let's do Spider-Man.
okay,
Where
Spider
Goblin has the.
Okay, so every time I would watch a movie with my dad growing up, he'd always be like, "You never put your weapon down. You never give up. It's the only negotiating power that you have."
Yeah.
Like you put it down, and then boom, he blows her brains out anyways, and you're like, and you
Yeah,
can't
and
do
then he
anything
makes
about
a
it.
choice and then he's done.
But in this scenario, what weapon do you have? You said jump or
Because in this scenario, there's no
Hey.
guarantee. If I risk my life,
if you
he can just kill her right after I'm dead, and I won't even know about it.
you know as you
Yeah, like
grow-
what is it? The thing
oh,
is that
you
his
don't-
motive.
Oh yeah, why?
Why should I trust this person
Yeah,
who's
why is
about
he
to
letting her
murder
go?
my wife?
The thing is
Yeah.
that his motive is like, I want you to kill yourself, so go kill yourself.
Yeah,
That's not
exactly.
like he's like threatening you and like
Yeah.
this doesn't have another motive.
as your brother-in-law, I'm disappointed.
you want me to jump off a cliff and just let your sister be murdered anyways, likely. Like, you can't trust this person.
It's 50-50.
Nah, I don't
It
think I
is
would.
50.
That's
I don't think I
not
would.
50-50, but
No shot.
I love the idea that it is.
No shot, bro. There's no way, bro.
So maybe you want to change couples goals, I guess. Link no longer sees me as ideal.
No, that was me.
No, but I know, but okay.
Yeah, no.
And there's
But yes, and
yes, and thank you.
I think I don't know, man. It's a good question. Whoever
What-
came up with it is so good. It's such a deep question.
Dan, do you have any idea how to
No, I have nothing.
answer Link's question? Okay.
Your question was hard, man.
It's a hard one.
What
I
was
do.
what was the question?
Couples goals.
Oh,
I had mine. Superman and Lois.
That's a good one.
I think that they're always depicted like very consistently. Like they're never. I mean, maybe I'm wrong because it's not like I read everything all the time, you know. But like, it's not like Peter and Mary where they're like
Yeah, where they
constantly
always have an
breaking
issue.
up. Yeah, where they have to get like a magic demon. To,
oh, you talking about
divorce them
Spider-Man?
away.
I don't know why you said Peter and Mary, and
Yeah, I thought it was the
I
Bible.
immediately thought of Joseph and Mary.
I thought it was the Bible for some reason.
Who's Peter and Mary?
I
in the
thought I
Bible?
thought of Joseph and Mary.
Yeah.
Now there was an affair.
That's an apocryphal.
It's a side story.
Yeah, Peter Parker and Mary Jane. So it's like I almost don't even think they're right for each other. I love to believe that they are, but what writers have done with them throughout the years, it's just like, man, if only Gwen would have lived, or if he would have like settled down with,
He just has to run away with Black Cat, bro.
right, right, because and that's why I love. Oh, Batman and Catwoman is great. I love their like. Their kind of
Dynamic?
dysfunction. Yeah, their dysfunction. They make it work. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, she's the only one that can understand the life that he lives. You know? So when those two
Talia?
actually, no, Talia's evil, man.
She's crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy.
Well, I mean, she's a different kind of crazy.
yeah,
She,
she's
like,
the baby mama.
she demon
Like,
crazy.
Yeah. She's the baby mama that's like, maybe it made sense for a minute, but it barely even made sense then. You know? Now, Catwoman, when they finally get together, like around that hush period, and they're like side by side, and they're like, we got this, and I know that Catwoman's gonna, you know, stray now and then, but
Get it? Because she's a cat. That's crazy.
so actually both of mine are from comic books. Lois,
It's just Batman and Superman.
Lois and Clark.
My
right,
no, my
Bruce and
couple,
Selena.
my couple is Batman and Superman.
Oh, okay, that's
a
fair.
beautiful relationship.
They are the world's finest.
Yeah.
That's hard. Let's.
I don't think Batman's into that relationship, by the way.
Deep down,
He's not
I
that
think,
into.
I think deep
he's
down
not
he
that
is.
into soups.
He doesn't show it, but I think
Oh,
I
that's
think
fair.
it's there.
Yeah, it's a front.
Yeah. That cold dark exterior.
I do like Andy Dwyer and April Ludgate from Parks and Rec.
Mm.
Yeah,
I like how
That's a
crazy,
good one.
like how crazy and spontaneous that relationship is.
yeah.
I feel like I can see myself being that spontaneous with someone.
I like it for the opposite reason. I cannot relate to the relationship at all, and that's kind of beautiful. Like I love.
It's so weird. I love it.
I love when love works when
It
you
makes-
you don't
yeah.
understand how.
Yeah, you know,
And that's how I feel like that's my relationship goes. I don't know how this works. We just love each other.
yeah, like Cap and Peggy.
Cap and Peggy's a good one. I thought about them.
Mm.
It's also a little strange. I mean, I know it happens in the comics with him and Sharon, but
Yeah.
seeing in live action was a little strange. If they're like the way that they ended it,
Yeah.
coming back around.
Well, because I don't know if him and Peggy is as deep in the comics. As
I don't
it
think
is.
so. I think-
yeah, it's not such a It's so iconic in the films, and they make it like central, but
yeah,
they do a really good job. Yeah, in the MCU movies. Back when the MCU movies were really good. So last year we played a little game, and it
what is this,
was
Saul?
no, it was called Searching for Love.
That was a year ago.
That's right. That was 1 year ago.
1 year, baby.
And we had
Crazy.
3 eligible bachelors. I guess one of them was off the market,
Yeah.
but still
So
technically.
did I win?
Oh, that's
Right
true. Link won actually the votes for the world's most eligible bachelor,
But Danny is the one they got.
but the people's choice was wrong.
Mm.
Danny's off the market. But for intents and purposes of this game, since he's unmarried and since I'm the only one who reads the questions ahead of time, you 3.
Tradition. I would specify that I am taken, but I will participate.
Yeah, exactly. So
I gotta make sure, just in case the girlfriend.
that's right.
Does she listen to the show?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
that's nice. That's nice. Thank you. We appreciate it.
She's already better than our family.
All right.
Yeah.
Does she know? Does she know that Luke and Leia are related?
She's never watched Star Wars. I gotta get.
It's okay. You can share it with her. It's gonna
Yeah.
be beautiful.
That's okay. It's not my girlfriend.
But she loves Mean Girls.
Not my girl. Ah.
Just-
Now if she starts crying during Rise,
Yeah, make sure she doesn't cry in Rise.
I think it's start for you to start crying.
Question number 1. Which would be your choice for a first date? A guided tour. I'm gonna send this to Gabe. A guided tour of a chicken processing plant,
Ooh.
or B, a picnic in the city dump, and why?
Did he dump?
Yep, that's your choices.
A guided tour through a chicken processing plant
That is correct.
or a city dump.
Mm-hmm.
A picnic.
A picnic.
A
Because
picnic
in
in the
Miami,
city.
we would just go to Hialeah.
Are you saying Hialeah is a city dump?
Bro.
I didn't say that.
You did say that. The choices are a guided tour of a chicken processing plant,
That's
or
offensive, man.
a
kidding.
picnic in the city dump.
Were you born in Hialeah, Danny?
No. No.
Is that what you're doing for Valentine's Day, Danny?
Yeah, I'm taking her to Hialeah. I'm showing her around.
City dump or a processing? I don't think I would do a processing tour with shitty. But the dump is
Of
pretty
chicken
bad.
what?
Is a girl vegan?
Like a chicken coop. Is the girl vegan?
She will be after a guided tour of a chicken
I
processing
think we
plant.
will be. Both will be. I don't think I want to do that.
You're not eating after that.
Nah, dump because I saw Wally. That worked out.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good one.
Good reason. All right, bachelor number.
Hold
oh,
on. I
okay.
rescind my comment about Hialeah. That was disrespectful and hateful and mean. So I apologize.
Sorry, we
That
try
was,
to be positive. here on the show.
Hialeah as a whole.
that was really bad.
Well,
Accept your apology.
I love the people in Hialeah, kind of.
I hate the potholes.
Yeah.
I
All right.
Okay.
Directions in Hialeah. Address. Makes no sense to me.
Question number 2. Bachelor number 2. Link. Finish this rhyme. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall.
What?
You have to pay attention to the game
That was-
first.
No,
that was
no,
a- that was a
that's the
hard
whole
one.
rhyme?
Yeah, that's it.
Humpty Dumpty
Sat
sat on the wall.
I'm so glad I didn't get that.
Wow.
Finish it.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. That's how it goes, right?
Yeah, that's how it goes, but you're supposed to come up with like a creative ending for it.
Okay. So Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall.
A PG-13 creative ending for it.
Humpty Dumpty was not very tall.
Okay.
How's it going?
Bachelor number 3, Dan. What is your favorite dental instrument?
Oh, such a fun question. Why didn't I get
You
that?
know the one with the mirror?
He knew.
It's
Immediately.
cold. The mirror.
The one with the mirror that's cold.
You
What?
mean the mirror?
The mirror. Because it is cold. Because it's cold.
Wait, what?
The mirror.
It's the only one that doesn't hurt me.
The circular
Oh.
mirror.
that goes in your mouth and they look at it.
The one with the
Doesn't
mirror
hurt me.
that's
Which,
cold.
to be honest, it amazes me because when I look at it, I'm like, how can you see anything
I
through
know.
that?
I
I
think-
just got
And I
4
swear, like, my
fillings and the
breath
mirror
on
was
it,
the best part.
You got 4 fillings?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
baby.
brush your teeth. Just kidding.
So what happens
Too
when
much
you-
Valentine's chocolate.
What happens when you eat at a picnic at a dump?
Yeah, I guess so. Hialeah, baby.
La ciudad que progresa. Ready.
I think I like the one that sprays the water. Really?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Or the one that like.
that
sucks
a
the
water
water?
flosser?
Yeah, no, like
Well, I
what
like
they-
the one that sucks.
It's
The
very,
one that
it's
sucks
very
is-
refreshing.
Don't clip that.
I like the one.
in certain places. Like, oh, this feels good.
When it sucks,
When
no,
it
no,
sucks.
when
or when it sprays.
it sprays, yeah.
Mm.
It's like tickles.
Bachelor number 1. I just happen to have a can of sardines with me. Will you eat one for a chance? Actually, I'm gonna skip this question. I don't even know what it
I was
means.
like, do you have
finish
sardines
it.
with
I
you?
kind of want to hear it.
No, no, we don't want to hear it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna answer, but I want to.
All right, right. Your date happens to have a can of sardines with her. Will you eat one for a chance to go out
Kiss
with her
her?
that night? Yeah.
Oh wait, kiss her or date or go out with her?
It's because it's supposed to be like opposite of the person asking the question is supposed to be the date person.
If she has a can of sardines, and would I eat one to go out with her?
Yeah, exactly.
Who is she?
It's Flint Lockwood's father.
All right, next question.
Okay. So same contestant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you make up a short poem about the movie The Notebook or another sappy chick flick and recite it to me now for a date with the person?
Just say me. Just commit to it.
With me. No. Make up a short poem about the movie The Notebook or another sappy chick flick and recite
Another sappy chick flick.
Yeah.
Man, you guys are getting hard.
And
ones.
recite it?
Yeah.
I just had to say a mirror.
Like this is saying that like I would need to memorize like
it. No, just say it right now. Write a poem of 4 lines, like really quick, 2 lines.
Oh,
2 rhymes.
to actually do this?
Yeah,
about
make
the
up a
Notebook?
short poem right now. What? Yeah,
About the Notebook.
No,
Or
no,
not.
dude, La La Land.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, you can do any.
Make up a poem about a romantic film.
About time.
Stop just naming more romantic films to confuse them.
That's my poem. Just lines of romantic films.
You gotta get to that rhyme at least.
2 that rhyme.
2 lines. that
2
rhyme.
lines that rhyme. What's her name in La La Land?
Emma Stone.
Curious.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
Hold on. Mia.
And his name is?
Sebastian.
Sebastian, yeah.
Me and Sebastian's theme. Yeah, that's right. City of Stars. Are you shining just for me? City of Stars. There's so much that I can see.
Those are just the lyrics from that.
Dang,
song.
how'd you make that up so
No,
quick?
that's
That
not.
was really.
that's-
I just came up with it.
What?
On
You're
the spot.
Really it just comes to you.
It just
How are
comes.
How
This
are
is
you
crap.
single?
It just comes.
It just comes.
How are you single?
Bachelor.
Lots of reasons.
Bachelor number 2. Link. Which would be your choice for a first date?
Plagiarism
and-
is one of them, by the way.
and why? I got a crazy story about plagiarism. One day is gonna end up on the show. Which would be your choice for a first date and why? Your parents' kitchen or mowing your parents' lawn together?
Now,
Parents'
channel
kitchen.
your inner Bobby Hill.
Dad, can I use your lawnmower? Okay, so parents' kitchen or the front lawn,
But you have to mow it.
but I have to mow it.
Yeah.
Well,
Is she
you
mowing-
either
she's mowing
she
with
sits
me?
on
Yeah,
your lap
she's
or,
mowing.
or you sit on her lap.
Probably,
Probably
you
you'll
get
sit
a,
on her lap.
You get a
You
sitting
get
mower.
like a cool like.
Yeah,
tractor
you're
one?
lawing. Yeah, that's what
Who
I'm
has a
thinking of.
tractor mower? You
You're
have that?
lawing the mow.
You're lawning the. You're mowing the lawn with her, right? I just
Well,
imagine
who
it's
has
like
a sit down?
it's like a machine.
Who has that? Nobody here has that.
Oh, Bobby. I mean, what's his name? King of the Hill.
Frank?
No, that's
Was this
not
Frank?
No, it's what's his name from King of the Hill? Oh,
It's not Frank? Hank.
Hank. Yeah, Hank has one.
Okay, but you're not Hank, so you're mowing
You have a
your
normal-
parents' lawn.
Lawnmower.
What?
You know, we never had a lawn when I was young, growing up. So I want to say my parents' kitchen, only because I know that there is. My mom would have made some food and be like, "Oh, perfect! Look what I made for you. Look what I made
What
for
is she
us."
making?
Probably made like empanadas or arepas. Like, look what I made for you. How good is this? And it would be special. We take, we do that thing where we feed each other.
Lady and the Tramp
Lady and the
empanada style?
Empanada style, yeah.
That's
Okay.
kind of awesome.
Like I passed, like, oh, what? There's an extra one. Here you go with my nose. I don't use my hand. She's using
So
my
it's
nose.
super greasy, your nose?
Yeah. Now lick my nose.
Okay. Bachelor number 3, Dan. Peanut butter, creamy or chunky. Show your love by putting 3 spoons of peanut butter in your mouth and say the Pledge of Allegiance without swallowing any. You can
Do
just
I have to go get?
yeah, walk out and I'll ask the next question.
Yeah, go do
peanut
that.
butter?
Go do that. Go do that.
I'll do it.
Go do it.
All right,
Do it.
do it.
Okay.
Go. Okay.
Hold on.
And remember, and know if it's creamy or chunky. Okay. Bachelor number 1.
Gabriel.
Will you sing along with the Oompa Loompa song from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Or
Or you don't go on a date with the contestant, I guess. This isn't working out as well as it did the first year.
we did play this exact thing. Same
No,
thing?
we didn't. I mean,
Oompa.
I may have prepped the questions better.
No, I thought we like all had to answer the question at the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
time.
yeah. Everybody had. Yeah, but that took an entire episode.
Mm.
Oh,
So-
he brought the peanut butter.
Here it
I,
comes.
Oompa Loompa, yeah, I'll
Wait,
sing it for the fun.
One of
Okay.
the
memes.
weirder things I've done.
What's the?
I feel like
Oh,
declining. I feel like
can I
declining to
admit
do all this
something
stuff.
right
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
I don't think I know the Pledge of Allegiance.
And you called me a socialist.
I don't think that. I just think
Does
that.
that
I was
even
just, like,
mean?
going over it in my head. I was like, do I know?
So clearly you like Valentine's Day more than
Wait,
the
is
4th
it
of July.
is it crunchy or?
Yeah, crunchy or
Creamy.
creamy.
Ugh.
All right, you
Three?
three big scoops. Yeah, and you can't swallow it. 3 big because it looks like you're chewing. He was just eating peanut butter. That wasn't the instruction. All right, go hit it without swallowing.
Remove your hand out of your mouth.
Yeah. If the peanut butter
It just
slips
make-
out, the
it
peanut
just
butter
makes it
slips
look
out.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look.
It sounds like you're embarrassed of the
Yeah. Why do you hate America, man?
Come
Why are
on,
you
bro.
such a socialist?
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for this stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, with
This is quality.
Bro, this actually works out for him because he can just butcher it
Yeah.
and just.
for all.
Why is it still going?
You know what? He was
Right, he sounded like Obi-Wan on Camino.
he was
It got stuck.
Amen.
he was reciting it, and then I was going along with him, and then I realized, oh, I don't
You
know.
also
I don't know.
do.
Nah, you just started singing the national anthem.
Sing the
And
Oompa
I'm-
Loompa song.
And
Gabe.
I'm proud to
Oompa,
be
Loompa,
an
Loompa
American.
dee
Okay.
doo.
That's
But
enough.
all I got- that's
for
all
the
I
rest
That's the
of
only
my
part you know?
I got another puzzle for you.
Puzzle. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Who is chubby
There's
and
more?
a blue ball? It's this girl that we're rolling on the wall.
What?
Wow. That's
That's
No, I
pretty
just made that up.
what?
You-
No way. You
That's
just
a
wrote
poet.
a poem about Willy
That's a
Wonka.
Yo, you get the
That's
date.
a poem.
Okay. Bachelor number 2.
Yes,
Link.
sir. Yes,
What is your
sir.
favorite muscle? Now flex that muscle for the audience.
I like my triceps.
It better be the glutes.
Oh, no, I like my triceps.
Is that on camera? Our listeners can't see it happening right
I
now,
like my
but
triceps are nice.
Link has a. Oh, you like Chris Jericho? You love your triceps.
Exactly, baby.
He always would point to his triceps for some reason.
You can't point at his chest because it's deflated
Okay.
or whatever we call that. That's my favorite muscle.
Okay. Bachelor number 3.
Again?
Yeah. We just did 1 and 2.
I feel
Bro,
like
you ate peanut butter. I had to sing an Oompa Loompa song.
I
This is-
feel
come
like
on.
someone can eat cereal off of that my tricep. You know?
Can you
What?
grate cheese off your tricep?
What?
Yeah. Like right there. Like, yeah, put some-
Cereal?
Yeah, I don't even like with milk
Someone
or
could-
Yeah.
Someone can
What?
eat a soup off my tricep.
Exactly.
you mean like pour it in
that's
between
how
the
that's how
groove?
defined it is.
Okay. Last question.
I need
I'll
to see
go.
more.
Bachelor number 3. Pretend you're a guy.
Just do it. Just do it.
I have to pretend.
And ask our listeners out on a date. Be sure to do it in your deepest, most masculine, quote, guy voice.
Okay.
Why is this question
Hey
so random?
baby, check us out on Instagram. DM us at Searching for MacGuffin. Slide into our DMs. Ask us out. I don't.
Yeah, that was good. No,
That was actually pretty good because
Yeah.
you didn't even ask them out. You just told them to ask.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You right. Yeah.
What a-
I'm starting
You
to
went-
get-
What a wingman.
That's a
Yeah.
no. That's a flex though. Like you go up and you be like, I think you should ask me out.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, baby, you think you want to ask me if we can go out this weekend? I think that was a pretty
That would
good
work.
strategy. Yeah. Okay. So now to finish off the game, we've got the last portion of the section, which is the trivia. And today's trivia questions are brought to you by a super intelligent artificial intelligence. And super intelligent artificial intelligence can make great questions, but sometimes it gets them wrong, and I'm gonna read them wrong if they were wrong. Anyways, just to for full transparency. So really
go.
quick, number 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready?
Ready.
I'm gonna do the one with the answers.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
What is it? Bachelor number 1. Gabe.
Mm.
Who said "You complete me" in the movie Jerry Maguire?
I've never seen that movie in my life.
Is that real?
Cuba?
The country of Cuba,
Jerry
the nation
Maguire?
of Cuba.
Is it Jerry Maguire?
No, you said Cuba, and your answer is incorrect. It
Was
is
it
Jerry
Jerry?
Maguire.
Yeah, I should've
Yes,
said
it is
Jerry.
Jerry Maguire. I would have accepted.
You was like you.
Tom Cruise.
That's true.
Yeah.
And that's because he's talking to Cuba. That's what it is.
Okay. Ready?
Mm.
Okay. Bachelor number 2, Link.
Pretty
In
sure.
which comic book did Clark Kent meet Lois Lane for the first time?
Action Comics number 1.
That is correct.
Oh, what a cag.
That's a pretty good guess. I thought it was a trick question. I was like, was it in the
Yeah,
first
I'm
one?
gonna,
Okay.
gonna guess this, whatever.
Okay.
She's always been there for him.
Ready. Bachelor number 3, Dan. Who played the lead roles in the movie The Notebook?
I know it's Ryan Gosling and.
Oh, don't look it up.
I remember she,
And 3.
she was in
What's
Spotlight.
two,
She was in
one.
Spotlight. We watched Spotlight together.
Why would
I don't
you?
remember.
It's Rachel
Rachel
McAdams.
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 Yeah,
I
it
thought
is Rachel
was.
McAdams.
I don't know who I thought it was. I had a different face in my head.
Okay. Bachelor number 1.
Ooh, go Gabriel.
This is a good one. Who are the 2 main characters in the TV show Ross and Rachel from Friends?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Good luck deciphering that question.
Is that a real question?
Yes. Dude, that's what the AI wrote.
Are you covering the answer?
Yes.
I'm gonna say Rachel and Ross.
I'm sorry, incorrect. The answer is Ross and Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Bachelor number 2. Okay, this is the wife. No, actually, we have a couple more. Let me go up. Sorry. Bachelor number 2. Who played the lead role in the movie When Harry Met Sally?
When Harry met Sally, it is Mike Wazowski, and his name is Billy Crystal.
That is correct.
Oh.
Wow, Link is in the lead here. Bachelor number 3. In the movie Twilight, what is the name of the male lead vampire?
Oh shoot! Oh no, that's easy.
Edward.
I was team him.
What'd you say?
Edward.
What's his last name?
Colin.
Scissor
Yeah,
hands.
it is Colin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scissor hands.
Good job. Bachelor number 1.
Ooh.
Gabe, who played the lead role in the movie Serendipity?
John Cusack.
That is correct.
Ooh, man, I don't think I've seen that movie.
I love that movie.
It was great.
Yeah. I once tried it.
I also saw that movie way too young.
That's interesting. Yeah. When you say way too young, what are you inferring?
I was
Give an
a,
age
I was a
range for way too young.
small child when I saw John Cusack looking through her window and her being
Naked?
attacked. Not attacked,
Oh,
but you know,
I've never seen the movie.
adult.
Yeah, so you're just guessing naked.
Oh,
Okay.
Peeping Tom.
And the guy just tosses her underwear behind. I'm like, what's happening?
Bachelor number 2. In the movie
That's me.
Titanic, what is the name of the female lead character?
Jack and Rose. Rose.
Yes.
No, that's
Ding,
wrong.
ding, ding. No, that is correct.
He said Jack and Rose.
No, I
Well-
said Jack and Rose. And then
I said
Yeah,
Rachel
you're right.
and Ross.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That is incorrect. It is just Rose.
I said Rose. Yes.
It's too late. No.
No, I said Jack and. No, I said Jack.
Bachelor number 3.
AI sucks.
This one's gonna be hard. You're not gonna know it. Who played the lead role in the movie Notting Hill?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's
Don't look at the screen.
I'm not.
Okay.
I can't even see that far.
Okay, good. You know, right?
The J, right?
What? No,
Then I don't know.
that's with a J. Jim Carrey. It's Hugh Grant.
Jew Grant.
Male. I was thinking female.
Oh, the lead role. Oh, yeah, that makes sense actually. I think the female would be the lead role.
That to me, I didn't think of the guy.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Well, the AI. It's the
Julia,
AI.
right?
The AI is misogynistic.
Is Julia right?
What?
Is Julia
Julia Childs.
Roberts?
Bachelor number 1.
You get it right? Did you? I've never seen that movie.
Oh,
Wait,
it wasn't even my question.
That
so-
wasn't your question. Yeah, that was Dan's question. Who played the lead role in the movie Love Actually?
Ooh, aren't there
There's
some-
like 20,000.
Doesn't
lead
matter.
roles.
Now you have to guess who the AI thinks is the lead.
Oh.
Bro, what?
Love and Robots. That's the name of this game.
He the lead.
Seen this
It's not
movie.
Liam Neeson. Hugh Grant in that movie? Yeah, he's the president. I'm gonna say Hugh Grant.
Hey, it is Hugh Grant. That is correct.
Ooh.
He's what, prime minister or something like that? Or he's in a position of power, right?
Yeah. He's the prime minister. He's the prime minister. Yeah. Wow. I'm reading. I did not read these questions ahead of time.
Wait, was the 2 Hugh Grant answers back
Yep,
to back?
back to back. 2 Hugh Grants. I did not read these questions ahead of time, so these are eerily scary that they're like what we talked about on the show. In the comic book Batman Hush, who is the female lead and love interest of Bruce Wayne?
Catwoman.
That is correct.
Why does the AI know?
Yeah, what the heck? That's kind of scary. All right, Bachelor number 3. I don't know why this is a question. Who is the female lead in the video game The Last of Us?
Ellie?
That is correct. Why would
Why is
that?
that?
Father
Why
daughter
was that
love.
there?
Yeah, why would
Father daughter love, and it's hip.
Okay, but they're not father daughter.
But he loves her like a.
Okay, I can see that. All right, ready. Contestant number 1, Gabe, in the TV show Breaking Bad. Who is the wife of Walter White?
I actually know.
Bro, Skylar.
That is correct.
I hate her.
I hate her.
Oh
I
wow.
hate her so much.
Okay.
So
A lot
annoying.
of strong reactions.
Yeah. Why do you guys hate Skylar so
Didn't
much?
she cheat on him?
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay, well.
So
Walter-
annoying.
he's the worst.
Yeah,
He's the worst.
she's
He's one of
so
the worst
annoying.
Yeah,
human
but
being
she
on
cheated
the.
on him before he went.
You know
full-
what?
She
The
broke
first-
him.
Before he broke.
She
No.
broke the bad.
Yeah.
The first time I
That's her
watched
fault.
it, I hated her, but the second time,
Typical.
I understood.
Oh, you know what? That's insight. That's wow.
You're gonna say that's insane.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
that's incest.
No, that's insight to be able to see it again. And okay, because along the way you might get lost in the plot, but altogether, okay.
Like Rise of Skywalker.
All right, this is the waifu. This is the waifu section of to end our game.
What does this mean?
It means which one am I on? Contestant number 2.
Me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're in 2?
Yeah, you said.
Oh, I just Skylar. Yeah,
You
you're
said
right.
Yes, it's
Skylar.
Skylar, right? But in the anime Sailor Moon, who is the main protagonist and leader of the Sailor Scouts?
It's Sailor Moon.
Incorrect. I'll give you another chance if you want.
I don't know Sailor Moon's
What's her name?
Yeah, what's her name?
It starts with a U.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's closer than I would have gotten. Would anybody else have guessed
I got
that?
you.
Nope.
Fighting evil by moonlight, chasing love by daylight.
I feel like the answer's not coming in the song.
Never
though.
running from a real fight. She is a one
Name
named
Yusugi
Sailor Moon.
Tsukino.
There you
What
go.
did you say?
One named Sailor Moon.
What is the name?
Yusugi Tsukino?
I got the U part. Come on,
Lucy.
give it to me. You could have asked me who's her love interest. I would have said
Nah, I'm
Tuxedo Mask.
No, I think it's Prince Darien.
It's not Tuxedo Mask.
No, it's the Moonlight Knight.
What? There's
They're
another
all
guy
the s-
besides Tuxedo Mask.
They're all the same person.
Bipolar.
No.
No, schizophrenic.
Not multiple personality. They don't call it that anymore. What is it?
I don't know. Moon Knight.
Individual. Dissociative identity disorder. That's what it's called. Okay. Bachelor number 3. Let me skip these. Like, really. Oh, you got this, girl. I just called you a girl. Pretend you're a boy.
Pretending he's a man.
Yeah, I gotta pretend I'm a man.
Who is the female lead in the anime Sword Art Online?
That's easy.
Asuna?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he thought about it though. He thought about it.
I meant that was easy because he's actually watched it.
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I gave him that question. But also,
Thank you. I need pity points.
He's a big fan of the
Incest.
love.
The incest?
No,
No, no, I don't know her name.
Okay.
I got that one wrong.
Okay, this is gonna be easy, and it just happened to fall on you. Who is the female lead in the Bachelor number 1, Gabe, in the anime Naruto?
That's not. Oh, I guess Sakura.
According to the eye, it is Hinata.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the, I guess, lead romance.
I'm not
She's
even
not
there
a-
yet.
Nah, she's not
even there
She's not a
yet.
lead. She's not a lead at all.
Yeah, not at all. I wouldn't say
No,
that at all.
even when you get to that point, you're not. She's not a lead at all.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Sakura's the lead. I don't even crap. I'm getting that point.
No, you're not
Because the
getting that
question
point.
I'm getting that
Because
point.
I
Who's
always
the-
side with our AI overlords.
I'm getting that point.
You're not gonna be able to defend me in the future. All right. When I talk to the AI, I always say please and thank you, just for when it
Defend you in the future. Who do you think you're gonna need defending from?
Yeah, the AI. No, I'm.
No, you're gonna need.
I'm
to,
all in. I'm all in.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. See if you know. Okay. Bachelor number 2.
That's me.
Who is the male lead in the anime Death Note? Why is this even a question?
Who's the male lead?
Who's the male lead? Yeah.
That's not a very romantic anime.
Yeah. Right. That's such a weird question.
Doesn't even have love.
Who is
Love
the
between a man and
main
his demon.
lead
That's fair.
in the anime
I haven't seen the show.
Light?
Yeah.
Last name?
Oh, I just no.
That's with an S.
I'll give you Light. That's all I get.
That's all you got?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got me right.
Yeah. I got
Yeah,
me.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Shinigami.
you got it. You got it. All right. Should I have another question?
What's the other guy's name? Is it L?
Oh.
Okay. So I don't understand this because I haven't played it, but this is the last question. Who is the female protagonist? Bachelor number 3, Dan, in the video game BioShock Infinite.
I haven't played it,
Oof.
so I have no idea.
Okay, cool. Has anyone here played BioShock?
I don't remember it.
Okay. It's Elizabeth, apparently.
I was gonna think. I was thinking an E actually.
Really?
I was not thinking Elizabeth, but I was thinking an
You're
E.
just going to say Ellie again.
Elizabeth,
Okay.
will you Bioshock me?
Is that how
Is that a real line from the game?
yeah?
Will you BioShock me? I don't think.
Will you Bioshock me?
I don't think-
Bioshock me.
So you're saying that, what's that thing called? The big mechanical.
Big Daddy?
Yeah, you're saying that Big Daddy yells out at some point in a Macho Man voice, Elizabeth, will you BioShock?
Bioshock.
That makes sense.
What's
Big
this game about?
Big Daddy saying Bioshock me.
Isn't that yeah?
I feel like I've missed out on these games.
Yeah. Now I want to play.
Yeah, I should play Bioshock. Who knows?
It's the most romantic note to end the trivia game. Okay,
That's
so
beautiful.
this year's game, since Dan's already taken, the points don't matter, and I'm not really sure who won. I feel like it was Link. I don't know how
I feel like
everybody
it
else
was me
feels.
again. but-
Okay. Yeah, so 2 years in a row, the reigning champion, the world's most eligible. Maybe he's never going to get married because he's the world's
he's
most
too
eligible
eligible, yeah.
bachelor.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's too
You know
good.
what?
he's
Let's
so
do it.
eligible that
Yeah.
he'll always be a bachelor.
I'll take it. I'll take one for the team, Gabriel,
All
just
right.
so that you can get married.
So this time next year, all right.
Gabriel's
See
gonna
if
have
that
a girl.
happens.
Dan will be married because he's like what 25, 26 now, right?
Hey.
According to
I
Link.
think I'm hitting 30.
He's getting ready for retirement. All right.
Getting close.
He's got his pension already.
All right, really quick before we wrap. All of this love in these games, comics, movies, anime, TV, how do you think it shapes the way we view love in our own lives?
You didn't ask a
I guess we romanticize romance even more.
You think so? You think does that affect
Yeah.
you?
I
Yeah.
think
You see romance in media and you want it.
you just look at other people's situations and you like it's made like I mean nowadays maybe not as much because people are saying oh maybe we should make sad stuff or real life stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but I think back then it's like the girl and the guy get together, it's a happy ending,
Very hopeful.
and I think that um it can paint a different picture than what reality actually transpires and how relationships actually are. um but that's not to say like that's not possible, like finding that person is like obviously
Yeah.
exhibit A is right here. um how would you say it affected you when you were younger?
I think it does create. I think for me, it did create this like idealized version
Romance.
of romance. But I think it also sometimes like magnifies. You talked about those more realistic stories. It magnifies problems and it makes them bigger. Like for example, going back to my gripe with La La Land, it's like I feel like if you just realigned your priorities, you could have both things. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes we see problems that relationships go through and they break up. Like for example, Marriage Story. I saw Marriage Story and I didn't know what the movie was about. They should have called it Divorce Story. Like I didn't know that's what these like movies that kind of elevate love and then break it down. And sometimes I feel it's like, yeah, we go through these and people experience these kind of like, tragic love stories. But sometimes these characters like don't push hard enough. So it's almost funny, I guess the two ways that it affects my life is creating unrealistic expectations about what love can be, and then almost being too realistic and like I guess too hopeless sometimes.
No, yeah, sometimes it's like I don't know, there's a fine line where sometimes it's like, oh wow, if this didn't work out, then it's like is this like the meaning of it? I mean, and I think Normal People is a great example, but I'm not gonna use it. I also think it's like, when you don't have that, it doesn't really end hopeful, or it doesn't like, there's a certain line where it's like, I can tell like these people are doing this, for the right reasons. These people, this relationship maybe doesn't work. These people aren't meant for each other. And it's like that, in those cases, like I could see like you grow from that, but it's like, it's sad when it's like, everything's set for it to work out. And then, someone just makes a bad choice, or both people make bad choices.
Mm-hmm.
Or just different choices
Yeah.
than what you would think or expect. So I think it's tough, growing up, watching these movies and TV shows. I think a lot of it had also depends like when you watch it, because a lot of it can have like sway and influence over you and your thoughts. Like obviously like what you're taking in like is gonna affect your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it can be very influential and can paint that picture, and you may not even notice that you're doing it in real life with somebody.
Yeah.
And I think it's just, being mindful that, everything that you see on the screen or read about, it isn't always, true. It isn't like gonna apply to you. Not everything's gonna apply to you.
Not everything. Not everyone's love story applies to you. Because I do think that sometimes it is true. And I think one thing I learned positively was just like love with reckless abandon. Like just to go all in. And even that sometimes got me into trouble. But I think it's something that like,
yeah, but it's something that you live by. It's something that you live by. It's a choice that you make, and it's like, I think either way, it's like that's how you live your life. I think this is who you are, and I think it's like we grow up, we learn who we are, but I think the part that we get stuck on is not really learning who we are and what we like, what we don't like, but still trying to find someone else to fill that void, to fill that gap inside of us. When it's like, figure that out first, and then like you can share that with somebody else. Instead of, craving somebody else's attention, but not really, being available in different aspects, like emotionally or mentally. And yeah, I would say that because like when I was younger, it painted a very different picture. And I think one of my, actually I am going to say that one of my favorite films is the Before Sunrise trilogy.
Oh yeah, we've talked a little bit about this.
I watched those films, and that really changed my perspective about a lot of things, because I think it shows the serendipitous events of romance and love throughout different people's different stages of people's lives, and it's like these people somehow still find each other.
Yeah,
But it's like it really isn't all like sunshine and rainbows. They have the family. They're doing it. They have their happily ever after. But you're looking at you're by the end of the third one, like you see their happily ever after and what it's actually like. And it's like it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's work.
it's not pretty. It's not easy. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, no, those honestly recommendations for any time. Like
But
watch those
especially
three.
Valentine's.
Watch those 3 movies because they are beautiful.
Link, Dan.
What's the question?
How's like the stuff that you've seen?
Yeah. How has this stuff shaped, your view or our view?
Can't speak for you or Gabriel or
Okay,
Dan.
okay. How has it shaped you?
No, it's just high expectations. You get me? What do I expect romance to be? And most of the time, it's not that.
What is it most of the time?
Heartbreak, darkness,
But even then, doesn't it feel good
Pain.
sometimes?
In a place like this.
depression.
Well, we came full circle back to your first answer. What would end your heartbreak, pain, depression, Link?
Zendaya marrying me.
And there we go, back to
Mm.
unrealistic
Okay.
expectations.
Well, my voice got deep there for a second.
Oh, I thought profound. Dan,
What?
he also doesn't know the question.
I feel like Gabe already put it perfectly.
Crunchy or creamy peanut butter, Dan? Like
Creamy.
There you go.
Baby.
That's disgusting.
What? Why is
Like
it?
Are you
crunchy?
Team crunchy?
I'm team crunchy.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Do you put it on a roll?
What do you mean?
Like, do you put the crunchy peanut butter on a bread roll?
And then put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. People buy peanut butter to eat it. I don't know.
Some people like crunchy roll.
How's it going?
Can
That
we get
work?
both our hands on the screen at the same.
So-
There you go.
It went over my head because I still don't get it.
Okay, it's okay. So, all right. Well, I'll be having a great Valentine's Day. Probably be in bed early. I'm not gonna go out Valentine's Day. It's a kind of a nightmare.
It's Tuesday,
in
right?
bed early.
Yeah, it's a Tuesday. Okay,
It's tomorrow.
That's not what I meant, but maybe. So
It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. It is tomorrow, which is a Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
I
Because
expect-
today is definitely a Monday. We are actually.
I expect a niece and a nephew.
Super Bowl was great.
You need twins.
Yes.
We'll call them Luke and Leia.
That's like a contract. That's like in the contract, right? If you guys have twins and they're a boy and a girl.
No,
No?
we already have our names.
Oh,
Yeah,
for me, if that ever happened, I would do that.
I'll consider it though.
That's like not even.
If
But
you
they-
had a boy and a girl and they're twins, you kind of have to.
But they kiss.
Oh no.
Love is complicated. But I hope what's not complicated is the journey that you share with us week in and week out here on Searching for MacGuffin. So as all my co-hosts give you their love with lots of different hand gestures for our video subscribers or not subscribers, viewers, please subscribe. I hope that you find love wherever you are. Goodbye.